GM, everyone.
GM, thank you so much for coming up. Thank you everyone for coming out here in the space. We are just going to be inviting a couple of people up here and getting all of the stage set up. We want to say thank you very much to the DressX team and to Fawn and everyone who is coming in. We are going to get all situated. How's everyone doing this morning or this evening, wherever you are in the world?
Doing amazing. Thank you very, very much. I'm gonna ask you to add me as a co-host if you can from your side while we're
Yes,
preparing.
absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. That way we can stack the stage with all of our lovely DressX folks and we're also going to invite some queens up as well because this is, after all, a collaborative space with our communities. We adore our ladies and want to make sure we get up everybody's. We invited up Rose and Fowd to the stage. Just want to say a quick hello to both of you. Thank you so much for coming up. And Frankie's now on her way.
Hello. I'm just serving up dinner for my one child. My other child has gone off with the grandparents, which is very good. It's half term. So I will be clattering around for a little bit. So I'm going to be on mic off for the first 5 minutes, but then hopefully you'll have my attention.
Actually, I guess it's gonna take us some time to kick off since I know we're still waiting for some people to join us. So why don't we give a couple more minutes for people just to prepare for the stage while we'll bring everyone on and then we start this lovely space.
Absolutely. I want to give a quick shout out to Frankie, my love. How are you?
Hey you guys, I'm just so excited about today and really just so proud of you all. I mean, Fawn has really been single-handedly carrying the metaverse fashion blockchain realm on her back. She is a warrior for the fashion Web3. She is the woman of Web3 fashion, so don't ever get it twisted, guys. She has really done such an amazing job. So is Anya. I'm just really excited for the announcements today and the AI challenge and all the fun things that we've been working on. So I really just wanted to give you amazing women your flowers. And Fowd has been also killing it in the background. I'm excited for you guys to also see more of her Fowdness. So yeah, I'm great. I'm just honored to be here. You guys are amazing. And yeah, let's go. And thank you so much again to DressX. Of course, the whole team has been incredible to work with, incredible to learn from, and I'm just really excited for the conversation. But yeah, shout out to you ladies. Let's go.
Absolutely love hearing it. I also just invited Julian on stage. Julian, you should be able to hear us. And I want to give a quick context for people who might be wondering what is going on. Did I miss something? Is something big happening? Indeed, something big is happening, but you didn't miss a single thing because we just announced that something big is happening. And today's space is the exact place to be to get some alpha. We're going to share with you as much, or I should say as little as possible for now, but it will be enough for you to understand that the future for these two communities is bright. And we're going to share all the details of AI competition. We're going to share insights about the collection that we're about to drop here. Julian, GM.
Hello, everybody. Hey, nice to see everybody in the room, and thank you, Nikki, for putting me on the stage. Yeah, as you just said, we want to share as much, but also as little as possible. And nice to see all the queens today and tonight, depending on your time zone. Information here is that we have the most fashionable project in the space, the Queens of CloneX, that are already extremely fashionable. And we co-created together, their team and our team, hands in hands, a dedicated collection for the queens of CloneX. What that means is that not only you will be able to wear this collection on the actual Queen CloneX artifact avatar, but also wear it on yourself with augmented reality and meta-look photographs, 3D file assets, and use them to dress your clones in 3D as much as you want for content. And because this is a community project, a collection created with the community, by the community, for the community, we decided to give a chance for you all to participate and join forces with all of us by adding your item, your piece to the collection. So we have a collection of 10 items. 9 of them are created between the queens and the sex. And the ultimate one, the final piece, the number 10, to be made by yourself, by the community. And the way to do it is pretty simple. You're going to use AI within DressX Discord channel. So you can check the pinned tweet on top here and navigate to our DressX AI channel where there is Midjourney installed and you can generate images of items. There we will have a submission process. All the details are in the pinned tweet on the top, and you will also find the details in the Discord, of course. The submission process and this community voting journey, we will select a winner who will then be produced by DressX with the 3D file, the artwork, the wearable files with the augmented reality lens as well, and minted as the final and 10 piece of this NFT collection. Because you will be the co-creator of this piece, you will receive a percentage of revenue from all the sales that this NFT will generate. So the idea is not only to co-create, but to reward the community with an actual financial incentive. That's the mechanics. I know it's not the most exciting part of the project. I'm excited of the things. So I'll let the queens tell you more about the community side of the things.
Yes, thank you, Julian, so much for that whole roundup. We're very excited to get this started with DressX. We're very grateful to be able to have this partnership and to be able to put together this activation. It's going to be really awesome. AI is the tip top of the mountain of news, it seems, from every corner of the world. And so we're jumping into this AI phenomenon that is happening. So it's very exciting. We have already seen just a wonderful amount of people within the community, and especially within the queens as well, who have taken advantage of that technology and AI and have created some fantastic art and some really incredible stuff. So very excited to see how this takes off. The fashion world is just aflame with the possibilities that AI could bring to the table. And so having the ability to combine AI to especially to create these new garments that have never before seen in, on any runway, and everything is just a fantastic really, really incredible thing. So for anybody who has yet to dabble, or if you have already dabbled, we welcome you to participate. We're very excited to see what kinds of creations can come out of this. The limited collection, it's going to be really beautiful. 10 unique looks, just as Julian had said. 9 of the items are inspired by the CloneX DNAs, and with a surprise and one item designed by you all. So it's going to be really fantastic. I'm just absolutely excited for all to come.
I think what's really nice about this challenge as well is that the artifact community is very Blender based, it's very 3D based. That is a tool that takes a lot of time and persistence to learn, whereas AI, anybody can do it, anybody can be a creator. All you need is a creative mindset, and you can put those ideas, and we're going to get some amazing designs from people who aren't necessarily good at Photoshop, aren't necessarily good at Blender. So anybody can come up with amazing ideas from this.
Absolutely. And I do want to really quickly also welcome Ava to the stage. Thank you so much for joining us, Queen. And I also want to give a quick shout out to our fellow clone member, President Crypto Life Jack, who is listening in down below. He has created an ability for those who want to listen in via YouTube. It's being archived directly there, and the link is pinned above in the second tweet. Thank you so much for doing that for us. We really love to be able to be on multiple platforms for all kinds of different audiences. So very, very thankful for that. And yes, thank you.
And what you just ladies mentioned here is the fact that you don't need to be some kind of professional designer, professional artist. You just need to have something creative, something interesting inside yourself to produce this new 10th piece that will close this very, very limited collection between Queens and Dressex. And just like Julian said, the rules are really simple. The pin is up there for those who are looking for reference, but all you need to do is, first of all, to join Dressex Discord channel, AI channel, and actually I see Javo, our Discord manager, is here in the chat. He'll be the one to guide you in case you have any questions. But the beauty of Dressex AI channel is really simple. You have all this inspiration already there. When you go there, you see a lot of amazing work. You see a lot of amazing information that will help you. So it will act as this first push for you to get this inspiration. All you need to do afterwards is to create this garment that will represent your persona, that will represent your vision, something associated with Queens, with DNA of CloneX, if you may say so, and then post it on Twitter, tag both accounts of Queens and Dressex, use the Dressex QCX hashtag that is also in the pinned tweet, and drop a line for our AI Discord channel so that other people also know about this competition and other people also take a lead there. And the lucky one will be not just the person who will create this piece, but this piece will be published, this piece will be distributed, this piece will be out there, and you will have a chance to get all the royalties associated with it sale. So I do believe it's such a perfect opportunity for people, for creative people, ladies out here, to start this summer season in the right way. So I personally am so hyped and so excited that we are announcing this collection out here today. I cannot tell you how happy I am.
Let's go. This is
Thanks.
going to be the hottest CloneX wear of the season, guys. So if you missed it, what you need to know is that Queens of CloneX is doing an official collaboration with DressX, where you will have wearables that you can wear on your clone, 3D files for your clone. Super sick. It's going to be the hottest drip in the game. Secondly, what you need to know is that there is an opportunity for you to do an AI challenge where you have the ability to create your own piece that will be published by DressX. That's absolutely insane. The opportunity that is being provided to the community through DressX and through this collaboration is off the chain, and we're super grateful. So definitely check out all the rules in this post if you want to create your own Queens of CloneX garment. And as was explained by DressX, you will have the ability to collect royalties if you win this AI challenge. So it really is by the community, for the community, empowered by DressX, empowered by tech. And so I just wanted to reiterate how big of a deal this is. It is just so cool. So yeah, multifaceted announcements today. Not only a collaboration, but an AI opportunity for you to have your own digital wearables published by one of the biggest blockchain fashion companies in the game. So just thank y'all so much for being here, and for all the queens who had organized this. It's just so hype.
Thanks for the shout outs. And I just wanted to add, sorry, on top of that, like Nikki mentioned how easy the creation of the AI process is. And just wanted to give a little bit background story on that is like early January this year, at RTFKT, we were the first project to initiate such challenge that enables digital fashion, but also to monetize it and distribute it across multiple platforms and reward them with direct royalties on the chain. And this is just two technology combined together, blockchain and AI, enable such a next level of co-creation, because it's not only co-creating by getting inspired by artists and other creations to use it for yourself as a company or as a project, but you finally can onboard these co-creation creators as part of the team of the company and reward them with what they actually deserve to get, which is a piece of the cake. And the first one we've executed was in January. We had over 800 submissions. It generated close to 1 million unique impressions on Twitter via the submission process. And the three members of our community that won the challenge are already available in DressX, so you can find them on the website. You can also find them on the app. We created all the assets for them, and they're already making money from the sales that their collection are generating. And then we reiterated this challenge last month with Tommy Hilfiger, so one of the biggest retailers in the US, and had a similar activation, minting and distributing their NFTs from a co-created collection from AI channel. So if you jump to our DressX AI channel, not only you will find inspiration from other members of our community, but on the top of the channel, we have pinned a lot of educational content. We have very talented and educated AI creators in our Discord that provided very qualitative documentation to help you understand the function. It's easy and it's accessible to all, and it's why it makes this so scalable as well. Like you just need your creative mind and a few to create, but you also need basic functionalities of Midjourney AI in Discord. So it always starts by a prompt that's called Imagine. You need to put a dash, write Imagine, and it will initiate the prompt where you can start writing the details of your garment. So you can write Imagine a cyber dress inspired by the latest fashion show from Balenciaga, for example. And the first generative image will come, and then you can optimize them, you can iterate them, and you can go on and on and on. The more detailed your script and your prompt are, the better the quality and the result of the images are going to be. But dive in the Discord and you will find more. And just have fun, because it's so much fun to create with AI, especially when you know that your creation can become an actual product on the chain.
Oh, and I'd just like to add there that if you don't have a paid Midjourney account, I think you get 100 prompts for free to try it out, and that's actually quite a lot. So you can definitely get an idea out in that time. And if not, just use another email address or another Discord account. And just on that as well, so this is obviously a collection for the queens of CloneX. You know, we are very inspired by women's clothing. You know, in the past, the official artifact clothing, there's been a lot of really cool streetwear, there's been a lot of cool unisex stuff, and a lot of stuff for boys. This, we really want to kind of embody who the queens are and, you know, the female part of our community. You know, we are not just about clones, but we're about all women in Web3, and we really want your submissions to this to reflect, you know, what a powerful woman in Web3 could wear.
GM, sorry, I was getting rugged earlier, so I couldn't speak up. I'm so excited. This has been a culmination of efforts for such a long time. We have literally been meeting up with DressX in real life and just online in Zoom meetings for the last, I don't know, it must be like near to 6 months now, talking about this, ideating on like everything that we want to see come out of this. So it's just so exciting that it's being announced now and it will drop so soon. DressX is one of the biggest metaverse, you know, Web3 digital fashion platforms on Earth, right? Like, so it's just such a big deal that, you know, you guys saw something in us and saw something in our community and have kind of given us this opportunity to create something amazing with you guys that we saw was like a gap in the market. So I appreciate the DressX team so much, and we've loved like working with you, and can't wait for everyone to see what we've kind of come up with, and can't wait to see what the community come up with the AI challenge. I think this is the coolest opportunity ever. I think the women in our space, we're dying to see more things that are like geared up to us. You know, there's a lot of people kind of dropping things for clones and 3D files, but it's all streetwear, like Fouad said, and it's just really, really exciting that we get to kind of design something that really fits to our gaze, fits to like what we want to be wearing, feminine designs, all made by women for women, which is incredible. And then also adding like a couple of pieces in that hopefully our wider community, whether you're male, female, non-binary, you can wear it, rock it, and you know, represent the queens. So just want to give big love to the queens on the stage that have been helping out with this process, and DressX team. Thank you so much.
It's been definitely a while, as you said, about half a year, and it feels so special. It feels so right to drop this collection soon. And I know that both of our communities will find more and more information in the upcoming days and weeks. The goal of today's space is obviously to inform you that something big is happening, and even though we cannot share the visuals, how it's gonna look like, we still want this to remain hidden for a while. We still want you to come up with some of your creative ideas, some of your way, how you see this last 10th piece of this limited collection to look like. And just like we mentioned before, there is a detailed thread pinned to this space where you'll find all the information about how to join the competition, how to distribute your garment, and how to make sure that you are among one of many lucky people who can be chosen to get this piece, to be the one to get the latest piece of this collection. And I see that Daria also just joined our space. Daria, I just send you the request. I see that Natalia is also out here. Ladies, if you have anything else to add about how excited is this collection and we're finally here, we're happy to hear it from you.
Hello. Yes, thank you so much, everyone, and really excited to be in this room and this space all together. And it was in a cooking for a while, because being a clone myself for over a year, and wearing the Wagmi t-shirt is kind of boring. Of course, we gave an opportunity to customize PFPs, including CloneX, with the generative heads that we dropped in the end of last year at DressX. But fashion is the bigger thing than just an accessory, and changing the looks for clones that are one of the cutest PFPs out there. It's definitely great and exciting, and the fact that community Queens of CloneX is very active and exists at all, and with all the notion of kind of making the spaces more like equitable and inclusive and kind of appealing. I think it's very important, and it's always a pleasure to meet and to chat with Natasha, Fawn, and Frankie, and we meet more and more people, Anya, and everyone. I think it's very exciting, and with this today's very, very first, very, very early bird announcement of it, we really want to hear more from the community who maybe is a like female IRL and identify like that and wants to dress up the clone, or even like anyone, guys who have like female clones and also want to give them other looks rather than just a hoodie. So that's why that's the very first conversation about it. There will be many more. We invite you to be active here because everything that we have been building at DressX was based on a feedback loop from the community. And here it's even more important. That's why we want to give an opportunity to create and also to see what we prepare, what we are cooking. This is exciting. So also, last thing I want to say that it's always visual. Fashion is visual, so don't be shy. Like share any pictures or like mood boards or anything you have, or even if you don't have an idea right now, or maybe you come across something you think, oh my god, I think my clone would look amazing in it. Like share with this because it's going to be a collection that combines different styles, and yeah, we want to make sure that it's very appealing to everyone. And yes, thanks for being here. Let's use our imagination. Let's make our dreams come true in terms of women's wear collection for clones.
Sorry, I will just chime in quickly because I will need to go soon. It's Daria here. So can't wait to dress my clone. I actually purchased one for that because I used to be an owner and then I needed to purchase one more because the creativity here is boundless, as Natalia mentioned. So super fun. Super fun. We will have... I don't know if you heard me. Super fun. That's
We can
yeah.
hear
Now
you.
you can hear me. So sorry, it's Wi-Fi that's switched on. Yeah. So super cool that we'll have this amazing creativity for together made with the clone community. It was a pleasure to meet Natasha in Miami, and then it all started from there. Hope you've heard me.
Yes, loud and clear. Thank you so much for jumping in. I know you guys are working so hard on everything with this, and we're just really grateful that you're able to make the time. Thank you so much for partnering up with us, the Queens. We are so excited for this. So thank you so much for being able to jump in. You guys have just been incredibly pleasant to work with, and we are so excited for this. It's going to be fantastic. And Rose, I'll pass it on to you.
Yeah, just to echo just the excitement of the chance to have not only a collection that's going to represent each of the DNAs, but obviously the chance to collab and create and design. I've dabbled in AI for some of my own art, as well as kind of imagining different spaces and places. And I think this is a chance for anybody that hasn't dabbled with AI to join us, just like Julian and the DressX team had mentioned, just to join their Discord and to actively participate there and collaborate, if you will. I think prompt engineering is definitely an art and a science, but I feel like with our imaginations, if you can describe to detail as if you're making a particular garment via the prompt, I found that gives you really good results. And even setting the stage and the mood for that, the AI prompt can interpret. And it's just a wonderful tool to be able to iterate. So, we don't have to be fashion designers by trade. We can be pseudo fashion designers in this particular effort, and happy to assist anybody out there who's looking to participate in the ask here to collab and create your own DressX dress via AI. If you need help, please reach out to me. Happy to help you.
Thank you so much, Rose. I want to chime in with one more thing, because initially the whole CloneX community and the Artifact team has always been promoting the idea that everyone can use a blender and we can all build in 3D. And this is true. A lot of people got engaged with that, but still it's kind of a little bit different level of complexity compared to the prompt engineering and we want to make this space as inclusive as possible. That's why we start with this idea of creating the item for CloneX through the conceptualizing it with different prompts and like Midjourney. But also, of course, we are open to everyone who put an effort and kind of polished their skills in 3D. And if you are also excited about this collection, don't hesitate to let us know, or like in Discord, or reach out to Queens of CloneX or to anyone in DressX team, and we will definitely find a way to kind of accommodate everyone, because that's the very, very first collection like that. We will see. I hope it's not the last, but definitely I think it should be also a playground for talent to really kind of create the reality that we want to have and contribute to like having that reality. And we are happy to cover like all this 3D part, and that's what we are doing, creating this collection. But again, happy to hear all the diversity of the voices and creative minds. So just whenever you have the idea on women's wear collection or item or accessory, or even just like styling the campaign, or like digital location where the collection should be presented, or anything like that, we are happy to collaborate here, because fashion is a big industry. And I remember back in the days when we were doing like an educational projects in fashion, it was started from like training as a designer, training as a model, and then training as a photographer. But then after a couple of years, we were kind of uncovering for audience more and more professions there. There can be a visual merchandiser, there can be merchandiser, it can be stylist, it can be collection stylist, the show stylist. It's all the different kind of professions there. And I think in a digital fashion space, we are kind of as a society, as a community, are going through this same kind of stages where there are different professions are possible, and different kind of creative and technical skills are appreciated and important, and there will be a niche for everything, and we are creating now all together as we go. So really very open to have it as a playground to all the creative minds who love fashion.
Absolutely. I really love this point. And I think this is something that we're going to be over the next couple of weeks kind of tapping into the community and seeing who kind of wants to play with us, because I think this is really fun that we can, we're right at the start of our process where, the things are still being designed, and, we've got good ideas of what we want to do for each DNA, but like everything is still really fresh. We're still ideating a lot of things. And it would be really, really nice if we can get our community involved, and the creator community with Artifact is just the most incredible, talented group of people. So if we can get people within our community to be doing, the campaigns, and be doing almost like photo shoots and animations and things like that with the creations that we're making, that is like the perfect circle of everything that Artifact has kind of been pushing us to do, and just supporting each other and things like that. So I really hope that everyone in this space and beyond will kind of have some ideas of how we can promote this, fun kind of campaigns that we can do to put it out on the timeline to get as many people involved, even different communities. It would be so fun to have some of the Bored Ape girls, or some of the World of Women, or Azukis, maybe even like wearing these pieces or whatever. I don't know, we just need to be creative, and I think that's what's so fun about this. And I really can't wait for the next couple of weeks where we can really kind of dive in and have some fun.
Absolutely. And, you know, this knowledge is power in here. And we really want to emphasize that the goal here is to teach you all how to really immerse yourself. Being that we're in these digital collectibles, we're here to be creators, to teach you how to take full advantage of being in this ecosystem. It's going to be really incredible to see all of us transform through some of the possibilities that are here. And I do want to also add, we are going to open up another space at some point, probably within the next week or two, and we're going to make it a teachable space. So if you are unfamiliar with, you know, creating with AI and doing, you know, if you've got any questions dabbling into Blender and any of those, you know, we really want to be able to touch into that. So we're going to bring this all back around, answer any questions, give the tools back to you all to be able to create with your assets. So really, really wonderful to see that.
Absolutely. And if anyone in the audience does have any questions, I know this has been a lot of information. Maybe soon we can open up the floor to the people. But as Anya said, we are going to be doing kind of an educational space on how you can make a garment in AI, which I'm even very excited for because I honestly don't even know how to do that. So if you don't know how to make a garment in AI, don't feel bad at all. We got you. So we're going to try and do that next week. So I think it's going to be just trying to empower everybody as much as possible to really help their creativity shine. But yeah, if the hosts are comfortable with it, maybe we can have some people come up with questions if they have any.
Absolutely, yes. And it is, we're going to open up the stage to anybody listening down below that would like to come up. And if you have questions, if you have anything to add to the conversation, we welcome you. We're all about that fashion and AI. So bring your thoughts. We love to hear lots of perspectives. It's open to anyone. And once again, we do want to thank you for coming in and listening and participating in this. We are very grateful for you.
I'm excited to. Oh, sorry, Rose Jade, you go. I love
yes.
hearing your voice.
I guess for the JessX team, for the AI collab where community members can submit, I believe we join in Discord, but the official submission is via Twitter. And can you share about the selection process? Do you have a committee and I guess a time frame around when the selection will happen?
So yes, I'll start here, and yes, anyone else, Julian, Nikki, feel free to jump in. The initial idea is to have it for 2 weeks, to have the competition open for 2 weeks. That's why we encourage everyone to kind of jump in as soon as you hear about it. Why it's not gonna last until like the day of the drop, because we have to understand that creating something in AI is just a concept, is just a 2D image. And then it takes a bunch of time and effort to kind of recreate it in 3D in all the details. But also we have to remember that when something is created in AI, again, it's a concept and it's just one angle how we look at the item at the garment, and whatever is happening, for example, on the back of the garment, if we see just the front image, is something that needs to be like reimagined, created, like really it's kind of additional steps and all this like invisible processes and invisible works that goes into that. This is something that is kind of time consuming. That's why we tend to have this all submissions during the 2 weeks. Let's see how it goes. Usually we did the AI design competition before. And all the submissions come last day, of course. But I hope we can kind of move gradually here and see early works, and we will be sharing early submissions. So again, the earlier you submit your item, your works, the earlier other people will see it. And of course, you can submit a lot of things in the last day or do it gradually. We recommend doing it gradually because it will also inspire everyone else to kind of see what is possible and to try to create something as well. And then the voting, I think it happens on Twitter. Julian, correct me if I'm wrong, because we did it twice in our. Oh no, it was even more than twice. We did with Tommy Hilfiger. We did with other items and communities starting from January, and it was Discord and Twitter. But on exact process, yes, Julian, if you can back me up here, that would be great.
And while Julian is joining us on stage, I also want to add to what Natalia just said. It's not about bringing the best designers, the best artists out here and showcase the best work. It's actually about all of you who have some creativity, all of you who wants to share something special that CloneX associated with for you to create this garment, because the 10th piece of this collection, it will be designed by you. It will be created by one of you. And the reason why in the pinned tweet that you can see next to the space, we invite you to join DressX AI Discord channel is to get inspired, is to see how things can be done. And just like ladies mentioned earlier today, there will be another space to educate all of you. There will be communication to make sure that you know how to create this piece. And it's all about putting your inner self, your vision into it. And it will be up to people to choose what is the best piece, what will be the 10th and the last piece of this collection.
I know that the community is just going to kill it. Everybody knows clones are super swaggy, super drippy. I mean, when I saw some of you on IRL, I was freaking out. I was like, these people really know how to dress. So just being able to have no limitations on AI, plus the CloneX characters being rendered into the garments, it's just going to be insane, sickening, truly. So yeah, thank y'all again for the opportunity.
One thing I wanted to mention, though, that we are encounter with this, not a problem, but like a condition and limitation. I'm sure everyone who got their hands on the 3D files already of the clones know that there are certain things that kind of were great and certain like things that are not exactly possible for the sake of different kind of rendering processes, etc. So also that is something that will need to be considered in order to kind of choose the final ones, because I can give you one tip already, that if it's like a super long and super tight skirt, it's probably not going to work just because of the capabilities of 3D as of today. So that's why I would suggest also to maybe submit multiple items because some of them might have some like just pure like 3D limitations, and we want to make sure that everything that will be dropped as a part of the collection is like very versatile and very applicable and very possible to use and to wear, and to give an opportunity to wear it as much as possible to everyone in the community. So yeah, the advice here would be just to look at the images and at the styles from like different angles, and maybe submit multiples to make sure to hit the spot where it's super workable on the 3D kind of formats.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, even when we wear in real life a really long, tight dress, like we can barely move in it in real life. So imagine the posing in Blender, it would be a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, absolutely. They're even like design kind of limitations that we've been coming across, and I've been learning about. You know, with the other queens or whatever, when we've been submitting designs and things like that, or like suggesting certain patterns and things like that, it's something that's come up. So yeah, that's definitely something to consider. But I think we should definitely cover that in the next spaces as well, and kind of go over all of those kind of limitations and things like that. That you know, when we're creating these AI designs, how can we maybe prompt different shaped kind of skirts and things like that, maybe asymmetrical things. And so we'll kind of work behind the scenes to come up with a little plan of how we can give the best information to kind of get your renders, your AI renders, to come out the best as possible.
Yes, absolutely. And I think we are going to wrap this up. We know that the DressX team's time is super valuable. We just want to say thank you very much once again for coming up and speaking with us together. To everyone who is down in the audience listening, we are very excited for this AI challenge, and we're going to give some more context to how to create some of these. If you're unfamiliar, if this is your first time, next week we're going to have spaces, we're going to have a teachable moment, all of us together. And I just once again want to say, you know, thank you very much. And to the DressX team and to Fawn, I want to give her a huge special shout out for really, she was the lead in this, and we would not have been able to really nail this down without her. We're just really grateful for her time and effort putting this all together and making this happen. My name is Anya. I am from the Queens of CloneX account here, hosting with all of you. Thank you to the team. I just want to give you guys a moment to if you want to give us some closing words, or any of the queens as well. Thank you once again for everyone coming.
Is someone speaking?
No, I was just giving. We have to do these pregnant pauses to make sure anybody who wants to speak can jump in. We're so polite to each other too about it. So no, but nobody was speaking.
Y'all know I'm gonna be like silence.
Yeah, no, really super excited, and I think it's very new information for everyone, so just encouraged to try. Honestly, when I tried this AI for the first time, that was like super cool, but really it's like a rabbit hole, and I encourage everyone to try earlier than later, because it's never too late. But this is a very like fascinating journey, and yeah, let's see. I'm like super curious what's gonna come out here, what kind of images we're gonna see. So yeah,
Definitely. Thank you once again to everyone coming in. We are the Queens of CloneX. We've got some very exciting announcements coming up here in the next little bit. Thank you for sticking with us. We're grateful to all of you for supporting us and helping us to move forward and being an inclusive group of women and collaborators together to push this space forward, to give the women in our community, and as well as across Web3, a voice and a platform and a stage to be on together. We love you. We're grateful for you. And I hope everyone has the most beautiful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. We love you.
Thanks, guys.
Woo!